and today's topic is religious synthesis. In this video lecture, we will get information about the religious synthesis in our country. So first of all, we need to understand the meaning of religious synthesis. Religious means about religions. We all know that there are several religions, just like Hindus, Muslims, Sikh, Jain, Buddha, etc. Synthesis means to united them together in one. The meaning of the word religious synthesis means all religious people try to unite it. This process is called religious synthesis. So my dear student, we all know that about the principle of secularism. Our country, India, accepted the principle of secularism. In previous video lecture, we got information about that. Secularism means there is not official religion of any country. All religions are treated equally in our country. And this principle is one of the basic principles of our country. Because we can find the huge diversity on the base of religions, caste, custom, gender, communities, and etc. To manage this kind of diversity, we need some that kind of strict laws which can be helpful to maintain the unity in the country, to maintain the equality among the people. That is the most important task. But my dear student, by making only strict laws, that principle may not be achieved. For that, people must have to understand the need of unity, the need of equality among each other. If people will not come together, then country will not be developed properly. All the efforts of the government may be waste if people are not cooperating each other. That's why from the several years ago, our Indian rishis, maharshis and some saints from Hindus and Muslims and other religions, they gave their contribution to unite the people in one way. They taught several lessons that God is one. So in this chapter we will get information about that journey, about the religious reformers, about the sects. Just like in this chapter we will get information about the Bhakti movement. So what is the Bhakti movement? It is most important to understand the meaning of Bhakti movement. Bhakti movement is based on the Bhakti Marga. Marga means the way of Bhakti. Bhakti means the way of devotion. That's why the Bhakti Marga means the way of devotion. Religious sects and some sons and some maharshi taught the importance of Bhakti Marga to the people. In that, Brahma Jnana was most important. While passing or walking on the way of Bhakti Marga, means walking on the way of Bhakti Marga means following the principle of Bhakti. That we never hurt any person. We have to show the mercy, like that. So, while following the way of Bhakti Marga, the person can achieve Brahma Jnana, and who got that kind of Brahma Jnana, that person taught the lessons to other people that God is one and we do not want to fight with each other for our God and another's God, because there is a God who is one for all. That type of lessons were taught by the religious sects, some maharshis or several rishi munis. And that knowledge which was achieved by the Brahma Jnana, they spread in the local language. Means that was most important, to spread the knowledge in the local language, because people may understand it properly. That's why they taught that lessons in the language which people were understanding properly. My dear students, here we will get information about the Bhakti movement. Bhakti movement actually originated in southern India. There were two major groups in the society, in Hindu religion also. There were two concepts. Number one, the Nayanas and the Alvas. The Nayanas, Nayan means Netra, Netra means eye. Hindus believed that there were three eyes to the Lord Shiva. That's why the group of people who was following the path and devoting to the Lord Shiva were considered as Nayanas. So Nayanas were the devotees of Lord Shiva, and Alvas, they were the devotees of Lord Vishnu. My dear student, even after being from one religion, these Nayanas and Alvas were so extremist. Nayanas were believing that we are superior, and Alvas were believing that our path is the greatest path. And there were a huge struggle among these two groups, and clashes were also took place. But my dear student, that was wrong. This type of teaching we are realizing today only because of the Bhakti movement. Various saints and rishis and maharshis taught the knowledge that God is one in this Bhakti movement. And afterward, some people were believing that there is not discrimination in the God. God is one. There is not discrimination. Means how Lord Shiva is not different and Lord Vishnu is not different. Both are one. So they introduced a new concept, Hari, Har, Hari Har. So what is Hari? Hari means Lord Vishnu and Har means Lord Shiva. Hari Hara Bhed Nahi. Like that, they gave the message, and the ideals were made that in the half part, that is Lord Shiva, half part shown by Lord Vishnu, who has 4 hands, and Lord Shiva having the snake, singing his snake. That type of idol introduced by the people in the concept of Hari Har, half Vishnu and half Shiva. And these ideas were produced in that time to unite the Alvars and Nayanars together. Okay, my dear student. So this is the process of synthesis. That is, even after being in one religion, there were lots of groups. I can tell you lots of groups in Hinduism only. Just like there were some followers of Lord Krishna only. Those were considered as Mahanubhav Panthiya. So there were several communities who were believing to the different gods. Just like in other religion, I can give the example, just like for example, Jain religion. In Jain religion, there are two classes, Digambar Panthiya and Shwetambar Panthiya. If we are going toward the Muslim society, then there are two groups in the Muslims also, Shia and Sunni. If we are going toward the Buddhism, then Hinayan and Mahayana. So all religions has that kind of differences. Let us consider the Christianity, then there are also Protestant and Catholics. So these kinds of groups we can find there, but to unite them, that process of synthesis was emerged in our country. That was what I only India. So my dear students, all strata means all people participate in the movement, that the values spread by the great souls, just like love of God. This God is great. He is kind to all, and He is one. The people followed the messages of humanity. Humanity is the greatest religion. Compassion and mercy. It means kindness. And God is very kind. He can forgive us. That's why we have to follow the great path which was given by these great personalities. This was the Bhakti movement. We can see that there were some other people, just like Ramanuja and other Acharya, strengthened the base south. And Ramanuja strengthened the base of this movement in the North India also. So my dear student, this was the Bhakti movement. Ramanuja played an important role in the South India and North India also, and there are some other sons also, just like the Sant Kabir. He told that God is one, and for him only the truth was the God, and he believed in mercy, humanity, in this principle. He did not believe in the discrimination on the basis of religion, caste, creed, gender, etc. So my dear student, in our India we can find there are lots of religions, but we are living together in harmony, and we are respecting all other religions only because of the efforts of these kind of movements which were took in that period in our India, and that's why today we can respect to all. So my dear student, this was all about the religious synthesis for today, this much only.